Up next are the top trending stories from the courtrooms this week.
We begin at a federal high court in Lagos, where the court has ordered a former governor of Abia State, Orji Uzor Kalu, to appear before it in 7 days. The presiding judge, Justice Mohammed Idris, gave the order at the resumed hearing of the case in Lagos. Kalu's lawyer told Justice Idris that his client was away in Germany for a surgical operation. He added that the former governor had been advised by his doctors to remain in Germany for some time to recuperate. The defense counsel told the court that the prosecution counsel was aware of the development and urged Justice Idris to further adjourn the case. But the EFCC prosecutor expressed surprise at Kalu's absence from court, adding that he did not know if or when the former governor obtained the court's permission to travel out, asking the court to interpret Kalu's absence to mean that he had jumped bail. The defense counsel, on the other hand, urged Justice Idris to discountenance that argument, saying as of when Kalu travelled out, the court had adjourned the case indefinitely. In his ruling, Justice Idris noted that it was true that the matter was adjourned on September 27, 2018, but Kalu was, on November 2nd, served with a hearing notice that the case has been scheduled for Monday. The case was adjourned for the last time, with the judge stressing that Kalu must return from Germany within 7 days and appear before it. A state high court in Kaduna has refused to grant bail to the leader of the Islamic movement in Nigeria, Sheikh Ibrahim El-Zakzaki, and his wife. They both were denied bail by the presiding judge, Justice Gideon Kurada, who dismissed an application filed by his counsel. In his ruling, the judge said that El-Zakzaki's lawyer failed to support his request for bail with enough medical evidence that would allow the court to exercise its discretion in his favor. In the application for bail filed on June 6, 2018, El-Zakzaki's lawyer, Maxwell Keon, told the court that his client's health had badly deteriorated as a result of the injuries he sustained in 2015 and his long stay in the DSS custody, hence the need for him and his wife to have access to urgent medical attention. The leader is currently facing trial over allegations of culpable homicide, unlawful assembly and disruption of public peace, among other charges. El-Zakzaki and his wife were first arraigned on May 15, 2018, following their arrest in Zaria in December 2015. They've pleaded not guilty to the charges filed against them. The matter will come up again January 22, 2019 for accelerated trial. And finally, at a high court sitting in Akure, the Ondo State capital, architects with a higher national diploma have dragged the professional body, the Architect Registration Council of Nigeria, to court over alleged marginalization by the body. The plaintiff accused Archon for giving recognition to only their counterparts with university background and thereby prayed before the courts that they also be given formal recognition. Counsel to the aggrieved architects told the court that the defendant, Archon, had on 2 occasions been served with writ of summons, which they have refused to honour. The counsel subsequently prayed that an order be given mandating the defendants to allow the plaintiff and all HND graduates of architecture from accredited polytechnics to be considered for registration and licensing as architects. Following the absence of the defendant in court, the judge subsequently adjourned sitting to the 14th January 2018, when the hearing is expected to commence.
And before we go, let's bring you our question of the week. Should we have a database of all rape convicts across the country?
If you have a database, like a list of all these people, you can easily, also their pictures should be there so that you can have easy recognition of them. So that will also help to reduce the cases so people can learn to stay away from all these kind of people.
Rape is an heinous crime, and anybody that engaged in such an heinous crime should be allowed to face the wrath of the law. And having faced the wrath of the law, such person must go into the records.
Yeah, I think we should. I think if every criminal, whatever crime they have committed, have known that their records is somewhere, that there's a database for it, I think it will curb it a little. And if they are aware of how much jail time they will get, for example, rape is a major issue, and I think it should be looked into more by the government.
When you talk of crime, like rape, the girls involved, the victims, they also have a huge responsibility. There is no security that would not start from the inside. We all are responsible for our security.
Well, in other parts of the world, you find it very easy. There's database of virtually everything, and therefore for crimes, you have you measure force offenders and things like that. So if somebody who has committed that crime is documented, it makes it easier to track.
That's the program this week. Please feel free to send in your comments. Do also remember that you can watch this episode and past episode of the program on our YouTube channel. I'm Millicent Walker. Many thanks for watching.